Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Dallas Cowboys all-decade rebuild here on Madden 23. We are back with another episode, and we are getting very, very close to the playoffs. I almost said the play-in. I guess we're playing 2K. I don't know. We're almost to the playoffs. We have this episode and next episode, and then we are into the playoffs. We are at week 17 right now, so we got week 17, week 18, and then the playoffs. Luckily for us, I think we're going to be the 1 seed, so we won't have to worry about a wild card situation. We'll just have to go from divisional to the NFC title game to hopefully the Super Bowl if everything goes well. If I don't throw a lot of interceptions, that should be how everything goes. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we are taking on the Tennessee Titans in today's episode, going to Tennessee, and they have Peyton Manning. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting battle against Peyton Manning and the Titans. I have no idea who's on this team, so it'll be good to see when we go through the roster, see who they have, see who we kind of match up against. But I feel like we've been playing very, very well. There have been some scenarios where I've been throwing some bad picks, making some bad decisions, but that's just the way of life when you're on the World of Juice channel, baby. That's just what happens. I make bad decisions. I throw a lot of horrible picks. That's just the way things go. It's kind of a staple. So hope you guys do go and enjoy. If you do, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started. So here we are, week 17. If we take a look at the playoff picture, we are currently the 1 seed. The Cardinals are the 2 seed. We've talked about this previously in previous episodes, how the Cardinals had a chance to capitalize, but it looks like they haven't been able to do it just yet. And if we keep winning, then they won't obviously be able to. I think if they lose one more game and we win, then we obviously clinch everything, the 1 seed. We have clinched the NFC East because the Commanders are the next highest team, but they're at 10-5. They can't possibly come back because there's only 2 games left. The best they can be is 12-5, and the worst that we could be is 14-3. So if they can't do it. So we've already clinched the NFC East. So we will be in the playoffs guaranteed. It's just a matter of what seed will we be. Will we be the 1 seed or will we be the 2 seed? Because that's as low as we can go. We cannot get the 3 seed because the Vikings are 10-5 as well. So mathematically, all we can be is the 2 seed or the 1 seed. It's just a matter of will the Cardinals lose another game? If they win all their games and we win all our games, it still doesn't matter. It's only if we lose and the Cardinals win is when things get a little spicy. But I don't think that that's going to happen because we're on a 14-game win streak. We lost week 1, but we're on a 14-game win streak. I think we can do this the rest of the way. I believe. I truly, truly believe that we can win these last 2 games and feel confident going into the playoffs and win a Super Bowl. We are going up against Peyton Manning. They also have James Robinson as the backup or as the running back in the backfield. I think we're going to do the short pass. That seems to be what Peyton does efficiently, which is no surprise there. On defense, they have Aldon Smith and A.J. Bouye, or Boye, however you want to pronounce his name. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll stick with throw it short. We could go at halftime and adjust to a different strategy if things get a little crazy. Ray Lewis is also close to an upgrade point. So is Julian Edelman. Edelman might get it on this week when we do training. He might get his upgrade. I hope we have no injuries. That's going to be a big key. I really hope that there are no injuries to the boys as we head into this week 17 game, especially no injuries headed into the playoffs. So Edelman does not get an upgrade, but Polamalu does, which doesn't really matter because he's already a 99 in basically everything. So at some point we're going to start stacking upgrade points because you just can't upgrade anymore. A few guys have already done that. So it looks like we have our starting center and our starting right guard injured for today's episode. Blake Jarwin, we already knew, was injured, but we lose 2 main pieces of the offensive line. That's going to be a little interesting. Our main center and right guard, our starting center and right guard are injured for today's episode, so they're going to have, wow, okay, so we've got some interesting things happening. We do not have a backup center. Roger Saffold cannot start at both positions. So, wow, okay, we got to figure some things out here, boys. I did not expect us to have an injury at center. We might have to sign a free agent center. Is there even a decent one available? If we go to the center positions, Nick Gates is the best one. Jonathan Harrison, Evan Brown, Brett Jones, Tyler Larson. There's not anybody good here, boys. There's not anybody good. Let's go with who's got the best blocking? Who's got the best run block? That's what we're gonna need because we like to run the football. So who's the best run blocker out of everybody here? It's Nick Gates. The best run block power is Lamont Galliard. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but he's also got 72 run, just regular run block and 71 finesse. Okay, so it's him, Tyler Lawson are really the only two. I think I'm gonna go with Lamont, 6'3" center out of Georgia. He's 26 years old. He's 64 overall, but he's got the best run blocking stats, and he's gonna have to fill in for Nick Mangold for one game. That's gonna be very, very interesting. That's a highlight of the game that I didn't think we were gonna have. So Galliard will start at center. Illuminor will start at right guard. Sure, that's fine, I guess. God, I really hope we don't get any injuries on the offensive line today because we do not have the depth. We do not have the depth at all at guard or on the offensive line in general to have any injuries. So cross your fingers, boys. Cross your fingers. We don't get any injuries. But we still have to take a look at who's on the Tennessee Titans roster. We know a few guys from the weekly strategy, but we don't know everybody. So the Titans have on their roster, Peyton Manning is the starting quarterback. They have Eli Manning as the backup. So both Manning brothers are on the Titans. I feel like we talked about that earlier in a previous episode, but I don't remember what episode. That's pretty funny. Then we have James Robinson as the starting running back with A.J. Dillon, the quad father, as the backup running back. Very interesting running back room. Then they've got Reggie Wayne, DK Metcalf, Allen Robinson, Marvin Jones, Marquez Callaway, and Kiki QT. Okay, so Reggie Wayne's going to be a problem. DK is going to be a problem. That's two X-Factor receivers right there. This is going to be a challenging matchup. They may only be one game over 500, but this is going to be a challenging matchup. Zach Ertz is the starting tight end with Mercedes Lewis and O.J. Howard. DeBrickashaw Ferguson's the left tackle, Zane Beadle's left guard, Matt Paradis is the center, Austin Corbett is the right guard, and Jedrick Wills is the right tackle. So it's a notable offensive line in terms of name power, but the overalls are not that high, so maybe we have a chance to capitalize on that. Probably not. Robert Mathis on the left outside or the left side of the line with Kwity Paye and Jordan Davis down the middle. Okay, pretty decent. Brian Arakpo is the left outside linebacker. Eric Kendricks and Ryan Shazier are the linebackers. And Alden Smith, this linebacking core is really good. AJ Bouye, Alteron Werner, Cameron Dantzler, Sidney Jones. Okay, the corners are not amazing, so we could take advantage of that, hopefully. But those linebackers are studly. Then you got Kevin Byard and Micah Hyde as the safeties. The safeties are very good. Greg the Leg Zerline and Mitch Wisnowski are the kicker and punter. So this defense for the Titans is very good. And it reflects that in their defensive overall with 93. 91 offense, 91 overall. Yeah, this defense is pretty solid. We are going to have a tough time. I'm hoping that it's not too tough of a time. We can just kind of cruise past it. But with the injuries to our center and right guard, that's going to make things a lot more difficult. Probably both to pass and to run. So we're going to have to figure out a way around that. It's probably going to have to be a lot of quick passes and a lot of just 2-yard runs, I'm assuming. I don't know. We're going to run to the left side, so who knows what's going to happen. I guess for you guys, that's the left side. But whatever. What happens is it's what happens. Luckily, it's for 1 week, so it doesn't matter too much because we'll get them back for week 18. And then hopefully in week 18, next episode, we don't have any injuries either in the game or in the weekly training for the playoffs. But we still got to get through this game with no injuries in the actual game. So I'm hoping that happens. But if you guys are excited for week 17 of Cowboys All-Decade Rebuild, hit that like button and let's get to it down in Nashville. Let's get dirty in Nashville.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Titans leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Cowboys on Thursday night.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's a night game in Nashville. The lights are on. It's the bright lights of Nashville. All the drunk bridesmaids are out ready to go. And we are here to win a football game. That's what we got to do. We know what we got to do. Patrick Mahomes, we've seen his stats plenty of times. We don't need to go over them anymore. And we're going to test the offensive line. I'm going to run to the left side, and we're going to test if it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. But we do have the new NFL rushing record holder for yards in a season, which is a very, very big accomplishment. Man, we are not going to be able to run the football at all, are we? I'm just hoping that they can hold it down long enough for me to get passes off like that. That was good enough for me to get a pass off, which I'm I'm thankful for and happy for. Play action might be a bad idea. It probably was a bad idea, but I somehow got it off to Calvin Johnson. Not sure how I did, but I shouldn't have done play action. That was a very terrible choice. And we'll see if we can run this football with Peterson. You know, the backbone of this offense is the run game. And if we don't have our guard and center, then we're going to be in trouble. Luckily, Peterson's a stud himself, so he's able to get 5 yards out of it. Ooh, Deshaun Jackson. Does Kevin Byard, or is that Micah Hyde? I think that's Kevin Byard out there. Okay, he goes to follow. That's to be expected. But Megatron is able to hold on to it. I thought maybe, just maybe, that Deshaun Jackson would burn his man. I think he did. Deshaun Jackson down the sidelines. That should have been a better throw from Patrick Mahomes, to be honest with you. That's okay. It works out the same. We got it all to work out. We'll score anyway. At least I hope so. And we've got Gambit activated, which means no more interceptions to AI defenders, and we're not going to be able to run the football. We are not going to be able to run the football one iota. That's going to be Antonio Gates, and Antonio Gates will score. Big throw from Mahomes, big catch from Antonio Gates, and the Cowboys score on their first drive of the game. All right, so the quick passes from Mahomes was able to counteract the poor offensive line play from the middle of the offensive line with the injured to Kyle Long and Nick Mangold. And we were not be able to run the football. That is almost a guarantee. I'm going to try my best to get as many yards as I physically can, but I have no faith that we are going to be able to run this football. How is Peyton Manning doing? How is he doing this season in terms of stats? I'm sure he's having a fantastic year. 3,400 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's a fantastic year. It's not an MVP season by any means, but it is a very, very good year. And we will try to contain that as we battle him in the offense here. That's going to be a broken tackle, James Robinson, but he does lose a yard anyway, so I guess we wrapped him up pretty well in the end. That's a good way to start the drive. A loss of 1 on the first play. That's going to be another handoff. He juked me. Well, he didn't. Technically, he didn't juke. Oh, my God. Okay, we're going to watch the replay of that. We are going to watch the replay of that because even I don't know what happened on that. Even I don't know what happened. So, basically, I'm Aaron Donald in this, as you can see. I'm Aaron Donald. And so when I'm looking at this run, I'm thinking that James Robinson is going to take it up the middle there, or up the left side, past the left guard. But he makes this cut as soon as he grabs the ball from Peyton Manning, and he cuts it back inside. And as you can see, I didn't adjust with Aaron Donald because I didn't think that was going to happen. So I completely whiffed immensely with the tackle on Aaron Donald. I could have easily stopped him in the backfield. Then Ray Lewis, that's Patrick Willis. He gets blocked by, I'm assuming that's Austin Corbett. He gets blocked by Corbett. Palomalu's getting shoved back by Zach Ertz. Robinson goes up the field here, and this is where I have no idea what happened. So we have 3 Cowboy defenders on 1 Titan running back. You'd think that somebody here in this group is going to bring down Robinson. Thomas goes for the big hit. Robinson shrugs him off, but because he does that, Darrelle Revis darts inside behind Patrick Peterson, takes a horrible angle, slows down Patrick Peterson. He's not going to be able to get him, and then nobody else can catch him, and he's going to run to the end zone. I don't know how that play worked, but it is a quick touchdown for the Titans, and that is not the way we wanted to start this game, for sure. Oh, man, that was horrible defense by the Cowboys. Peyton Manning didn't even throw the football. That was back-to-back run plays. And it goes for, what, a 70-something yard touchdown? Whatever it is, that is not what I was planning on having happen to start this drive for the Titans. Okay, we got to try and answer back now. Is that going to be very easy? Probably not. But I still have my X Factor lit up, which is good. And Peterson will get a couple yards. That's good enough, I guess. Shazier picks up an injury. Very interesting. That's good for us. That is good for us because that lowers the talent level on the field. Shrinks the depth that they have. They have a lot of good linebackers. 3rd and 2. 2 solid runs from Peterson. Not anything great, but 2 solid runs from Peterson. And we'll just hit Rob Gronkowski with a nice pass just to get the first down. Maybe I could have waited for something else to be open, but might as well just take the yards when they're given to us. They're going to step up in the box here, and they are going to commit to it. And, oh, my God, my center got obliterated by Jordan Davis on that one. Absolutely destroyed. Not surprised, but yikes. That's good blocking from their own players to allow Deshaun Jackson some separation. We will go with another run play because if I can get to the edge, I should have some yards. I know my receivers can block pretty well, and we are able to get some good yards out of that. As long as we can get to the edge, Peterson's got enough speed to be able to do some damage. And we are now under a minute to go in the first quarter. We've got a couple decent options here. I'm thinking Rob Gronkowski for a touchdown. Yes, it will be wide open. He split the safeties, and there was really no threat of an interception there, especially because we have the X Factor. But he was wide open. Nobody was going to touch him. Good throw from Mahomes, and a beautiful catch from Gronkowski splitting the safeties down the middle. And the Cowboys are back up. This is probably going to have to be a big game for Mahomes. He's had a few of them in the season so far. He's had a few 4-touchdown games, 4-touchdown performances. But most of them have also followed interceptions. Like, they've also had interceptions on their resume, too. So, as long as we can not have any interceptions and throw 4 or 5 touchdowns in this game, I'll be happy. We've already got 2. So, we will see if he can continue. And let's do better on defense. Let's stop James Robinson from running 70,000 yards on one play. I would really appreciate that. Come on, boys. To be fair, the first part was my fault because, oh my God, Joe Haden picks off Peyton Manning. It was a little comeback route from Reggie Wayne, and Joe Haden just stepped right in front and picked it off. What I was saying was, to be fair, Aaron Donald, I messed up the initial tackle because I screwed up with Aaron Donald on that previous touchdown run. But what is Peyton Manning doing here? It was a comeback route. Actually, I don't even know if it was supposed to be a comeback route because Peyton throws this before Reggie even does his route. So, yeah, Reggie stops, but was that designed? Or was he supposed to just be a burner and Peyton underthrew it? I don't know. But whatever it is, Joe Haden reads it, and easily steps in front and picks it off. Now, he couldn't get any run after the catch, but he does good enough to get us the ball back, brings our momentum all the way up, and gives us a chance to go up 2 touchdowns on them, as Peterson will try to get as many yards as he possibly can. It is going to be difficult. We're going to be working for those yards on the ground. And I'm just going to test it one-on-one. Megatron, go up and get it! One-on-one, Calvin Johnson probably brings that down to 9 times out of 10, but that was under pressure from somebody on the edge there. I had to throw it a little sooner than I wanted to. But I will be able to get that to Julio, and he'll be able to get the first down, which will end the first quarter. Only 1 incomplete pass. Not bad, not bad. Very good first quarter for us, especially with the interception by Joe Haden. And now we'll start this drive, or start this quarter, with a run to the left side with Peterson, who will cut it back inside. Oh, I wish that Jason Peters would have held his block a second longer, because I would have been able to go untouched, but it still worked out to get some good positive yards, so can't be too upset. 1st and 10. Julio is one-on-one over there. If I go corner route Julio, I don't like that corner route, though. That's too wide. Too wide of a cut. Just check it down to Deshaun Jackson. Just check it down to Deshaun Jackson. When I made that corner route, hot route, it was too wide. I didn't like it. Peterson will get wrapped up before he gets any momentum. And we are at the 4-yard line. I believe that we can get a first down here with Peterson. Maybe even a touchdown. Hand it to him. Adrian Peterson, why did I believe I could get a first down? This offense line can't block worth crap without the starters in. We're not kicking a field goal. We're at the 5-yard line with a chance for a first down. We got to go for this. We got to go for this. And I can't throw an interception, so all will be happening is an incomplete pass. But it's Adrian Peterson. Dropped it. No. Adrian Peterson had it in his hands. How did it happen? I got to see this. How did he drop this? This was a catch. He has it in his hands for a first down, but he just gets bottled. It just gets knocked out by whoever's tackling him here. Who is this? AJ Bouye just puts his arm. His arm was in such a spot where he was holding Peterson's right arm. He couldn't officially wrap it up. And it just bobbles out of there, and it's an incomplete pass. Oh, my God. We had a first down. That was a risky throw, too. We had a first down, and it does not happen. Unbelievable. That's going to be James Robinson breaking too many tackles. He cannot break these tackles. I can't believe we didn't get that, man. That's going to haunt me in this game. I know it. That's going to haunt me. That should have totally been a catch. To be fair, nobody was open. Nobody was open on that attempt. And Zane Beatles goes down with an injury. Okay, that's intriguing. An eye for an eye, I guess. We lost offensive lineman before the game. Now they lose one during the game. That's going to be a pick. Joe Haden, easy. They're targeting Reggie Wayne too much. Joe Haden's having himself a night. High-stepping his way into the end zone. Pick 6. We end up getting our points anyway. Oh, baby. What are you doing, Peyton? Now, this was a curl route. That was a curl route that Joe Haden ate up. The moment he saw Reggie stop, he easily steps in front, and he just high-steps his way into the end zone. That, my friend, is a Cowboy pick 6 for the boys. And we end up getting our 2-touchdown lead, although this technically should be a 3-touchdown lead, considering we should have scored on that last drive. But I'm not going to argue too much because we got blessed by the Madden gods there, which is a very rare thing for me, to be blessed by the Madden gods. Thank you, Madden gods. Thank you, baby Jesus. And they will get the ball back and try to kick return touchdown on me. That was only scary because I am horrible at this game. That's really the only reason why that had a possibility of getting a touchdown there. I missed 2 tackles on him just because I'm bad. Not because he broke them, just because I'm bad. Pick that. Oh, Ray Lewis, you had to turn around. You had to turn around. Why are they saying that Peyton Manning is 0 for 1? He's thrown 2 interceptions. How is he just 0 for 1? Oh, what a block. Was that the fullback? No, he cannot do it to me twice. James Robinson will not do it to me twice. I got to go back and watch the replay of that. Was that the fullback that blocked me there? Who blocked me? It was the fullback who throws a great block on Aaron Donald. I had him dead to rights in the backfield for a loss of at least 3. But the fullback throws an amazing block, and I got stood up. And James Robinson is killing us. I'm glad we don't have to play the Titans more than one time because Robinson is a threat. Who knows if Peyton Manning doesn't throw those picks, where the Titans would be, and I completely whiffed on the tackle. I don't know how I whiffed on the tackle, but it's a touchdown for the Titans. Thank God for those picks, man, because the Titans probably would be beating us bad if he didn't throw those. They're back to within 1 touchdown. I mean, there's not much I can do on that one. It was a great throw from Manning, even though he had pressure in his face. It was a great catch from Ertz, and somehow he moves his body in a way where Palomalu just completely flies right by him. I don't know what happened there, but it happened to me because why not? Everything bad that happens to me usually. We've got 3 minutes to score another touchdown here. No more X factor because Peterson dropped that last pass, which was the second incompletion I could afford. 2nd and 5, good run from Peterson. I don't believe this is going to be a successful run, so I will audible out of it. And I will go Antonio Gates, aggressive catch. Big catch, Antonio, good job. That looked almost like a possession catch, but I promise you I hit aggressive on that. That was a little weird. But he didn't step out of bounds, so the clock still runs. We'll hand this off to Peterson. Why am I even trying? I mean, they completely destroyed our blocking even before I handed the ball off to Peterson. I don't know why I try. Hand that to Deshaun Jackson, who gets a good catch. The only passes I've missed have been the 2 incompletions that got me out of the zone. Except for this one, I got to throw this away. Nobody was open. 3rd and 2. I didn't realize that was 3rd and 2. Should have called a better play there. We don't put the football on the channel. You know this. I should have picked a better play, and I need to pay more attention to what the down is. I didn't realize it was 3rd down there. That's gonna be Edelman though. Edelman wide open. If I can get a block from Deshaun Jackson, I can get an extra yardage. Good block from Deshaun, and Edelman gets a couple extra yards he probably wouldn't have got otherwise. That was a big one, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Okay, so we got 2 minutes. We're in great field position. We are in great field position for at least a field goal, if worse comes to worse. But I don't want a field goal. I want a touchdown. And Peterson trying to fight through the Ryan Shazier tackle. Do I think that Y Sale's going to be effective? It usually is not. But I will trust Rob Gronkowski on that one. And he will fight forward to the 2. That was a good route run by Gronkowski. And I don't know if Peterson's going to be able to get a touchdown here, but I will try my best. He could not. He lost a yard. God, the offense line's so bad at blocking right now because of the injuries, man. It's so tough. It is so tough to try and do anything against this defense when they're so good at stopping us. Good throw from Mahomes. Good catch from Gronkowski. Woo. All right. Oh, they could block this. Ooh, almost blocked it. There was a threat. But we do score a 2nd time. They get the ball to start the 2nd half, I'm pretty sure. I think we started with the ball. I don't remember, to be honest with you. But there's 55 seconds. There is a chance for them to get in the field goal range, depending on what Peyton Manning decides to do, what the play call is. 51 seconds. I mean, just hand it off to James Robinson. He's been doing everything today. His numbers are inflated a little bit, I will say that. It's not a true 110 yards, but it's a Madden 110 yards. That's going to be thrown, caught by Reggie Wayne. Joe Haden kind of lost a step on him there, and they will call their first timeout. They've got 2. If we can get them to use their timeouts before the clock runs out, before they get into field goal range, then we could have a chance to get them no points. That's going to be caught. It's going to be Metcalf, tackled by Ray Lewis. That's the 2nd timeout. So they have one timeout. As long as this play doesn't get them into field goal range, we should be good. Because then they will run out of timeouts and not be able to get another playoff, hopefully. That's going to get them to field goal range. DK Metcalf is wide open there, and I completely knocked something off there. I apologize if you heard that. They don't use their timeout. Very interesting. They will have one play before the timeout is going to be used. They're going to go one-on-one. He dropped it. DK dropped it. DK Metcalf had an easy touchdown, and it bounces off his hands. They will kick a deep field goal, and it will doink off the pole. No points for the Titans at halftime. It doinks off the upright. Thank God. Thank you, God. And we are going to defend the inside run because James Robinson has been a menace to society. And we start the second half kicking them the ball. Let's stop James Robinson, man. I do not want James Robinson to be the death of me. We have a 2-touchdown lead. We're sitting good. We just have to play phenomenal defense these next 2 quarters. If we can do that, we'll be good to go. That'll be James Robinson. I defended the inside run, and yet James Robinson, the first play of the half, he gets a huge gain. I don't know if that's considered an outside run or an inside run. Whatever it was, it didn't work. Or it worked for them. It didn't work for us. Peyton, quick throw. How did Ray Lewis not get a hand on that? I thought he was like perfect, and he was in perfect place for that. I guess he wasn't. And it'll be 2nd down and 4. Oh, Ndamukong Suh was right there. How did he get the pass off? I don't know. He doesn't even know, but he survives without getting sacked. 3rd and 4. Force a punt. Force a punt. Incomplete pass. Caught. Zach Ertz. Huge play. Palomalu does a good job to knock him out of bounds, but God, another completion, another conversion on 3rd down. And the defense is just getting cooked, man. I don't know what it is. We're just getting cooked. It's a good thing Mahomes is having a good day today because, and like I said, if Peyton Manning doesn't throw those interceptions earlier in the game, who knows where we would be? We'd probably be the ones down 2 touchdowns at this point. And Aaron Donald, how is he getting these balls off? If that was me, I wouldn't be able to get those off, or if I did, they'd be super inaccurate. Of course, he's getting them off because the AI just is amazing. I committed to the run, and Robinson, he's down before 1st down. No! He was down, man. He was down. They've rushed the ball 6 times. He has over 120 yards. Running is our thing. Why are they stealing it? He has 7 carries and 133 yards. James Robinson's probably going to win Player of the Week. Just hopefully they don't win the game. That's going to be Zach Ertz. 1st down. Man, Peyton Manning is dicing us up. He's surgical. He is surgical right now. But they've used a lot of time off the clock. About 4 minutes of time has come off the clock in the 3rd quarter. And that's going to be Robinson. Good tackle by Ray Lewis. Thomas probably would have had him too. But that's a good tackle. It's from the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Come on, boys. Aaron Donald's in the backfield, but it doesn't matter because Ray Lewis is in the backfield. And it's 3rd and goal from the 5. There we go. That's how you step up and play good run defense. We are about 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. They've used a lot of the 3rd quarter clock. It's going to be a quick throw. Knocked out. Knocked out. I thought he dropped it for a second. It'll be caught, but Ray Lewis takes him down before he gets the touchdown, and they will settle for a field goal in the 2nd half down by 2 scores. I mean, they got to get points no matter what. So it's understandable, but it's from the 3, you're going to, on 4th down, you're going to choose to kick a field goal. Whatever. It works out for him. They're down by 11 with 1:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. They have all their timeouts, obviously, but they took a lot of time off that 3rd quarter. That was a long drive. Very long drive. And that's going to be some sort of block in the back, I'm assuming, or clipping or whatever. Oh, a hold. I don't usually get holding calls on the return game, but whatever. Edelman is a guilty party, and we will be knocked back to the 13-yard line, but it's not a big deal because this gives us just more time to waste clock. But Jordan Davis, man, has been an absolute demon in the run defense. We've been almost virtually incapable of running against him. He's bullying that center, which is not surprising. I'm not at all surprised that he's bullying the center. I'm stating facts. He's bullying the center. 3rd and 3. That was a risky throw. That's also a risky throw, but Julio holds on. Big catch. 17 for 20, 220 yards and 3 touchdowns for Mahomes is a very solid day. One of his best days of the season. We're getting close to X Factor, which is something I really, really needed this situation here. That's going to be knocked incomplete. Gronk got bumped the last second, which slowed him down and allowed the defender to keep pace with him. Why is Jordan Davis back in coverage? What is happening? I don't know what that audible was, but it allowed Rob Gronkowski to get wide open. Jordan Davis was in coverage. Whatever, sure, keep doing that. Keep putting Jordan Davis out in coverage. That was a weird audible. I've never seen that before. We've got one more quarter to play. I don't like this, but it works out. I was going to press X for Gronkowski, but then I panicked and pressed circle. That's why I said I don't like this. Deshaun's got 6 for 72. He's been productive today. I didn't realize I've been throwing to him that much. For some reason, I chose to run it again, and we get like a yard. 3 yards. That's pretty solid. Given the situation we've been put in today, I guess that is pretty solid. I just need one more decent pass, and we will get the X Factor activated. I think that is. Gambit should be activated right now. Good catch from Gronkowski. Eric Kendricks did a good job to catch up and tackle him there. And it is activated. Perfect. Now I can kind of relax a little bit. Not have to worry about throwing a stupid interception. Peterson holds on for a big catch. 270, 3 touchdowns for Mahomes. I'm kind of intrigued by this inside attack because Edelman broke free and I pressed square for run after the catch, but he dove. That's dumb. That's dumb. I tried to get extra yards after the catch, but he chose to dive. We'll give it back to Edelman. Edelman's getting involved today too, which is weird. He doesn't usually get involved too much. I'm thinking Gronkowski here. That's pass interference, but we will ignore that. We'll ignore it because that's just the game. 3rd and 4. Do we try spacing? This is probably a bad idea. Does Julio win? I think Julio won. He won! Touchdown Cowboys! 4 touchdowns for Mahomes. And we are up 34-17, 35-17? Yes, 35-17 as it goes through. 4 minutes to go. 18 points is the difference between us and the Titans with 4 minutes to go. And if anything is to be taken away from the last drive they had where they scored, the field goal, they took like 5 minutes off the clock or whatever it was, like 4 minutes off the clock. So, oh God, oh God. Vinatieri saves the day. I thought he was going to take off and run, but Marquez Callaway couldn't do it. He didn't have the breakaway speed. But that's still a phenomenal kick return. And with 4 minutes to go, will the Titans have to ramp up their offense, make it faster? Big hit from Earl Thomas on Reggie Wayne, but big catch for Reggie. Good throw from from Manning. What's Manning's ability? Oh, he's got Gambit as well. Does that mean no? Because I'm the user. So I guess the way the Gambit would work for the AI is it wouldn't. The only way I can get an interception off of Manning now is if I user it. Because it's just going to knock incomplete if I'm not the one usering it. Oh, how did I not tackle Mahomes? Why do I keep saying that? Why did I not tackle Manning for a sack there? He just somehow is slippery enough to get that away just before I tackle him. It's crazy. Although I shouldn't be surprised. That happens with every quarterback that I play against. You're not getting away this time. Aaron Donald with the sack. I knew he wasn't getting away that time. One of these times I had to have gotten to him. Thank God. It's about time I get a sack, and that knocks him out of gambit. So now any person, regardless if I'm using it or not, has a chance at picking off Peyton. And that's going to be user. The user. Shout out all of the boys. Joe Haden, Jimmy Smith, Aaron Donald, all the boys. Easy reads, Bengal YouTube, green eggs and ham, all the good stuff. Why am I running the football? I don't know. 52 yards is embarrassing. It's a good thing this wasn't the game where we were trying to break the records, because I'd be really frustrated if this was the way it was going. Luckily, we've already done it. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. He came in unblocked because for some reason that's how it happened, and the play action did not work. There goes Gambit. And the 2-minute warning, I'm not even going to snap this. I'm not going to waste it. That's frustrating that the play action completely got muffed there. But that's football for you. And now we'll go drive corner. This is going to be a risky situation here. Risky business for the risky boys. Rob Gronkowski, big catch. He's been huge. I thought he stepped out. I really thought he stepped out there, but he survived. Got his feet down. 7 for 107. This is the most we've passed probably all season. Or maybe in the second half of the season once I figured out that the run game was more efficient for us. Not today. And somehow we've been able to... No, I shouldn't say that. We've been stuffed basically every single time. Our offensive line needs to come back healthy. At least this has given us a little preview of what it would be like if we didn't have a solid offensive line like we normally do. I pressed it too quickly. Gronkowski caught it and got the first down. I pressed X too many times. That was scary. We are now under a minute to go. Peterson has nothing again. Why am I still torturing myself with the run game? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But we are 30 seconds away. We got to run one more play. It's going to be Deshaun Jackson because he's wide open. Nobody following him. Jackson, easy money. And that should be the end of the game. I'm going to call a play. No, we have to run it one more time because he went out of bounds. So let's run a ball. Can I get the edge? If you would have threw a block there, Antonio, I would have had the edge. But whatever. It doesn't matter because we're just going to let this one run out, and we are going to win this game. Go to 15-1 on the year. It was a little tricky at times trying to figure out the right formula to win this game. It turns out that the passing game was the one to do it because we could not run the football to save our lives. Big W. And I didn't throw any interceptions today. You guys should be proud of me. I didn't throw any interceptions. Did Eli come in? Eli threw a couple passes I didn't even realize. He threw a touchdown. He was the one who threw the touchdown. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. But Mahomes had a great day today. 27 for 32, 346 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. That's the big key right there. We should have a celebration for that. Pop some champagne or something. Rushing, just a horrible day. 22 carries, 59 yards for Peterson. Given what we were dealing with, I guess that's decent. Gronkowski and Deshaun Jackson were huge. Gronkowski had 8 for 113 and 2 touchdowns. Deshaun had 7 for 102. Julio had 4 for 40 and a touchdown. Antonio had the other touchdown. Big day for everybody. Even Edelman got involved. Defensively, 6 tackles for Ray Lewis, 3 for Joe Haden. We sacked Peyton Manning 1 time, and that was Aaron Donald. But we picked him off 3 times. Jimmy Smith and Joe Haden twice. Even one was a pick 6. Like I've been saying earlier in the game, I have no idea how different this game would have been if Peyton Manning doesn't throw those 2 picks to Joe Haden in the early going. Who knows how different it is? We might have been in a lot more trouble if he doesn't throw those picks. But he does. We capitalize, and we win 35-17, and we move on to Week 18. What a big game, especially from Patrick Mahomes, and especially for me. I didn't throw any picks. We survived the injury to our offensive line, the major injuries to our offensive line, and now we have Nick Mangold and Kyle Long back in their rightful spots as the starting center and right guard. We miss them a whole heck of a lot. So now we can hopefully run the football again against the Washington Commanders, who we will play in the next episode, Week 18. The episode after that will be the playoffs. And let me just check real quickly. Are we clinched? We are clinched. The Cardinals won, but it's out of the reach because we won our game. We are clinched. We will be the 1 seed no matter what happens against the Commanders. We will be the 1 seed. So we will have to play the divisional and not the wild card. Thank you so much for that. I do not want to have to play a wild card game. But we will play the next episode against the Commanders. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.